Extreme Rules then. You've quite finished.
Yeah. Go.
Oh, hold on, just stop a second. Sorry. I might have the sheet, just for my own reference.
What's on the sheet?
It's just a rundown of the matches. Not that I'm going to use any opinions or anything. I just,
Okay.
it's a couple
Is that
of
There you go.
Extreme Rules?
I'm a bit, yeah,
Right.
I'm a bit rusty on it.
Hello, and viewers who may have probably deserted us through the last few months of absolute inactivity and laziness, but we're back with another burning table, and about 3 pay-per-views have passed since then. But anyway, we're here, and Al's here, and Tom's here, because we're at Tom's house, so it's nice of him to be here at his
I
house.
waved again.
What?
I waved again.
You waved again?
I always seem to wave.
Nah. Right then, boys, Extreme Rules, which was kind of a few weeks ago now, but we need to catch up somewhere, and we might as well start at Extreme Rules. What did you reckon?
Wasn't very extreme now, was it?
No, this is what's kind of bugging me lately.
It was extreme if it was filmed in 1988.
Yeah, if it featured like Coco Beware and, you know, Adrian Adonis, then it would have been incredibly extreme, but no, it just wasn't at all. First match, the Fatal 4-Way with Regal and Kofi Kingston, MVP, and who else? No.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy. Yes, which was kind of, that's the problem I've got with Matt Hardy is the reason I've just forgotten about him is the fact that I don't buy him as a heel. I've said this before. I do not buy Matt Hardy as a heel, and he should first thing he should change his bloody music, because he came down the ring with the same title music he's always had.
Ever since Version 1.
Yeah, like the and it just doesn't work. If and he tries to look mean, and he's there, he's kind of clutching his hand cast. It just it doesn't work. It's awful.
Because let's not forget that match didn't have any Extreme Rules at all to it. It was
there's not much lethal and extreme about a Fatal 4-Way really. It's just
It was for the US Championship.
This was the US Championship. There was a fair amount going on in it. Kofi Kingston is still a good wrestler, I think. MVP is still great.
Does that count as... Because he's had a winning streak for a little while now.
He has, yeah. I think they dropped the
streak.
whole MVP loses every bloody week thing. You know.
I was enjoying him. And the crowd seemed to be behind him.
Yeah, oddly that's what turned him face. People really got behind him and really sort of wanted him to get a victory, and that's what's turned him face. It's just really, really weird. And he's a good wrestler.
Umaga loses every week and no one ever gets behind him.
Well, they won't do any more because he's been released. Never mind. It was a solid enough match for an opener, but I wouldn't go crazy over it, really. To be honest. It wasn't anything that made my pulse race and go, ooh, more for this pay-per-view.
I know that Kofi Kingston executed his sort of
Kofi kick.
Trouble in
signature,
Paradise,
in a way that...
Trouble in Paradise.
Trouble in Paradise, yeah.
The Kofi kick, didn't it?
I don't have no idea.
And Cool Runnings, I believe it was named at one point, isn't it?
Oh no, it didn't, did it?
Yeah. Make up your bloody name for this move.
Oh.
They call it the Cool Runnings.
When he first originated, when he was getting, I presume it was the same move. He did have a move called the Cool Runnings. I believe it was his kick.
Because every wrestler in the world, in order to strike fear at their opponents, needs a bloody finishing move named after a Disney film.
John Candy.
I'm going to hit you with my Beauty and the Beast. Rubbish.
This whole thing that it's now become a finishing move. Every commentator refers to it as a finishing move.
Like it's a video game, yeah. Which signature move's probably the better.
Yeah.
He's got his SmackDown meter up, ladies and gentlemen. He's going for his finish.
Second match of the night. Which I've totally forgotten. I only saw this bloody thing last night. What was the second one? Check your list, Tom.
Was it a strap match?
It was the no-holds-barred match between Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio.
Which I thought was very good.
But it was lame. It had a steel chair in it.
Yeah, as far as Extreme goes, it was absolutely lame in that sense. But I thought they did a really good, solid match. And I thought Jericho's entrance was really well done. The way he walked through the crowd and slagged them all off.
Well, I hate Rey Mysterio, and the whole pathetic storyline with his mask is not helping that scenario.
No.
And it's the way that they will deny any past knowledge of WCW, because we all know, if we watched WCW for any great length of time, he was demasked long ago and wrestled for ages without one. So they're going to go, oh, it's luchador heritage and they're taking it away, Jericho's battering him and demasking him and all, what an insult. Happened before. That's the one thing that bugs me. They assume you have no knowledge of WCW. Rubbish. But it's a good solid match, from my point of view.
I was a little less convinced.
Yeah, you didn't like. I remember you said last night.
I'm with him.
Fair enough.
I've not been behind Jericho entirely since he came back, I've got to be honest. I was expecting more from him. He's let me down slightly.
He's better as a heel.
Hmm.
And he'll probably be a lot better now he's over on SmackDown, but there's not
Probably,
as much.
yeah. He seems to be a bit more
He's
in
the
his
top heel
element.
on SmackDown at the moment.
Johnny on SmackDown.
But, I don't know. It was just... I don't not enjoy Rey Mysterio, I wish they'd find him a new...
A more realistic,
signature move.
a more realistic place to wrestle would be nice.
I'm just kind of fed up with the whole cliched, oh look, he's fallen into the
Someone's
ropes.
fallen up the second, yeah.
Which never happens in any other match at all that Rey Mysterio is not involved in. It's not a typical wrestling pose like, you know, they go into the turnbuckle or anything
Not
like
really,
that.
no.
It's like, oh, he's Randy Orton, Triple H, oh look, Randy Orton's landed in between the ropes, you know? It never happens, does it?
What else was there? There was
Strap
match.
match. I think it was
The
a strap match.
strap match?
I believe it was.
I fast forwarded
Yes.
Sadly, I think it's the same ending was done for every strap match you
Pitifully
ever see.
bored out
Is
of
that
my wit.
The heel drags the face around, tagging all the buttons, but unaware that the face is doing it behind them.
I have to admit, in all my years of watching wrestling, right, for some reason I have never watched a strap match before fully in my life. I must admit, was there not a JBL Eddie Guerrero one a few years ago?
There was, but yeah, there was one. That was at American Bash as well. And the one I remember, Steve Austin, Savio Vega in 1996.
And
Savio Vega won.
the fact that, right, here's the litmus test as far as wrestling gimmicks go. If you are still explaining the rules after the bells rang, you failed. That's pretty much it. When Jim Ross is sitting there going, oh well, yeah, Umaga might have touched two ring posts, but he hasn't done them all in succession, so that's end up and he has to start again. I didn't know that. I was like, alright, okay, so it does not look like you can just touch one and that's you done for the rest of the match. Right.
I don't feel the need of a traffic light system to explain this either.
No, yeah, you've got to be dodgy. With those on-screen graphics for wrestling matches, you've really got to question. If I have to put up a graphic explaining what this, you know, the score or whatever, then this is a bad deal. I can understand it for Iron Man matches, for keeping the pinfalls and things
The
like
waste of time using the graphics on the Shawn Michaels Bret Hart match, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, we've designed this side. Oh, there's no need for it, really.
No, forevermore. We've got 3 minutes left in the first segment.
Well, we might have to...
We'll have to overrun again. What was the next match? Was that
ECW.
this
Oh, yes it was.
drove me nuts.
It was nice to see Dreamer get the title, I thought it was.
But it was so obvious.
Yeah. He also pinned Christian on ECW. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
Pinned him with a small
I
package.
did, I saw.
Yeah, just pinned him with a small package.
So I mean, they're all sitting there just kind of going, oh, Dreamer's had this, which is what bugs me. They deny the background of WCW because of the whole Rey Mysterio mask thing, ignore that. But in order to appreciate Tommy Dreamer winning the ECW World title, you have to have a background of ECW. So they're assuming that, yeah, you have a knowledge of a wrestling organisation that we resurrected ourselves, but WCW is pitifully poor and rubbish at all times and never beat us at all, so you should have no knowledge of that at all in order to be a WWE fan.
I've never saw Tommy Dreamer win a match since he entered in 2001. Can anyone a memorable Tommy Dreamer victory? There's a question for you.
I can't think of a memorable Tommy Dreamer match, let alone a victory.
Oh, there's a lot on ECW. Tommy Dreamer's a good wrestler.
But since he entered in 2001,
Yeah, WWE useless. I'll give you that.
Mm.
But in ECW,
Oh, yeah, oh,
nothing
that-
said
that-
against Tommy Dreamer in
No,
ECW.
no.
He was the man.
Tommy Dreamer, it's just since he's been signed with WWE.
Oh, since
it's been
he's
a bit
probably
disappointing.
for all he's going on about his, yeah, I love ECW and all this kind of stuff, he's probably been the guy that's been more complicit in the destruction of the name.
yep, that's true.
Because he's kind of been the one that's just kind of sat back and gone, oh yeah, I'll just watch the WWE.
And
That
jumped everywhere.
hardcore Extreme match was about as hardcore as bloody Teletubbies. That was it. It was just, you know, the occasional bin lid go flying. That's it. Anyone who's a fan of the original ECW, who, you know, for God knows what reason would still be watching the current ECW, would have just looked at that and gone, what? And there's the commentators going, oh, this is extreme. No, it's not. It's just a ball. It wouldn't even have passed muster in like 1999, 2000 for a hardcore match.
Well, they were quite violent for blood.
Yeah, exactly. But that's it with the PG product now. It's just you're not going to see any of that. So they would just reduce the barriers over the head with bin lids.
So my argument is why have the Extreme Rules? Why not change its name to a different pay-per-view? Just have a pay-per-view.
Slightly edgy.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't edgy in the slightest.
We've run out of time, so we're going to probably carry on with this in the second segment. So we'll see you then. Hey.